Welcome to the Multicultural Grants Program online grant tutorials. In this video, we will discuss how to prepare and submit your application, how your application will be assessed, and how you will be notified of the grant outcome. For more information on the Multicultural Grants Program, you can view the online grant tutorials, read the frequently asked questions, download the funding guidelines, or contact the Multicultural Affairs Grants team. All grant rounds will be announced on the Multicultural Affairs website. Check for updates by visiting multicultural.sa.gov.au. You can also receive updates by following us on Facebook at Multicultural Affairs SA and by subscribing to the Multicultural Affairs Quick News e-newsletter. Visit the news page on the Multicultural Affairs website and click subscribe to enter your details. When a grant round is open, the Apply Online button will appear on the grant information page. Clicking this button will take you to the online application form using the web-based grants management system, Smarty Grants. From here, you will have the option to preview, download, or start a submission. If you have an account from a previous application, log in to access past and current application forms. New users will need to create an account in Smarty Grants. For more information on Smarty Grants, watch the online grant tutorial, Smarty Grants. Read the funding guidelines before you start your application. These will guide you through the information you need to include in the application, as well as the criteria your application will be assessed against. Be certain that you complete every section of the online application form and attach all supporting documentation in a PDF, Word, or JPEG format. You must fill out and submit the application form before the grant due date and time. Smarty Grants will not allow applications to be submitted after the due date has passed. Extensions will not be granted. And Multicultural Affairs will not accept applications via email or post. Please check your application carefully before submitting. Once your application is submitted and the round has closed, no additional information will be accepted. When you submit your application, you will receive a confirmation email with a copy of your application attached. This will be sent to the email you used to register. If you do not receive a confirmation of submission email, then you should presume that your application has not been submitted. Once the round is closed, the assessment process will begin. The Multicultural Affairs assessment process has 3 stages: application screening, assessment against the criteria, and approval. In Stage 1, the grants team will screen every application to confirm the applicant organization and project are eligible for support. For example, the organization is a multicultural organization and the project meets the grant purpose. The application has been completed in full and all supporting documentation has been provided. And the applicant does not have any outstanding obligations for previously awarded grants. Applications that meet these requirements will move on to Stage 2. For more information on the common reasons applications are declined at the screening stage, watch the online grant tutorial, Common Mistakes. In Stage 2, applications are scored by an independent assessment panel using the criteria outlined in the funding guidelines. Example criteria include community need and outcomes. Does the application clearly identify the community need? And does it describe clearly how the need will be addressed through the project? Connection to the wider community. Is there opportunity for other multicultural organizations and communities to benefit from the project? Or is there evidence that 2 or more multicultural organizations will partner to deliver the project? Organizational capacity. Does the organization have the capacity to carry out the proposed project? And does the application include all the required documents? Financial need. Does the organization require the funding to carry out the project? And value for money. Is there evidence that the project has been costed realistically? And do the predicted outcomes provide good value for money? The panel also considers, as part of their deliberations, a balance of funding across cultures and regions. In the third and final stage, the recommendations made by the assessment panel are reviewed and approved by Department of the Premier and Cabinet Management before successful applicants are notified by the Minister of Multicultural Affairs. Organisations will receive the result of their application in writing. A notification letter will be sent by post to the President or Chair of the organisation. The assessment and administration of all applications submitted in a round takes a minimum of 12 weeks. To ensure all vital communications are received by your organisation, it is important that you provide correct and up-to-date contact details. If your application has been successful, watch the online grant tutorial Successful Applicants for advice on the essential next steps. If your application has been unsuccessful, watch the online grant tutorial Unsuccessful Applicants for helpful tips on what to do next. It is important to always read the funding guidelines. Every grant round in the Multicultural Grants Program will have its own guidelines. These can be downloaded from the Multicultural Affairs website from the date the round opens. Anyone applying for a grant through the Multicultural Grants Program can request feedback on their application before they submit. The grants team can review your application against the eligibility requirements and provide advice to help ensure your application is complete and ready for the next stage. To request feedback on an application in progress, contact the grants team at least 1 week before the closing date. We encourage you to contact Multicultural Affairs if you have questions at any stage of the application process. Contact the grants team to discuss your organization's eligibility. The team is available to answer your questions from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. You can reach the grants team by email at multiculturalaffairs@sa.gov.au or by phone on 1300 239 468.